Are you crazy? Or are you just mad?
Hello. And welcome to the Mad Musicians Against Depression podcast, where we discuss the latest news, research and hot topics surrounding mental health. I'm Thomas Maher, and I'm joined in studio by my beautiful co-host, award-winning singer, songwriter and presenter, Indiraa.
Indeed you're not.
Indeed I am not.
Indeed you're not.
I'm not. I don't want to be either.
You just told them you're Thomas Maher.
Yes, that's who I am. I said you're Indiraa. I don't want to be Indiraa.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I know I do. Welcome, Indiraa, to episode number 47 of the Mad Pod podcast. This is a bank holiday special. The last one in May, before our final one in August.
Final one?
In May. Yes, we've had two in May. Beginning of May.
Final one in August?
You only have one in August, and then that's it until next year, innit?
But what about June and July?
We don't have bank holidays in June and July, do we?
Oh, holidays. I thought podcasts.
Bank holidays.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God, you're not listening at all, are you?
No, you're very unclear.
You're not listening to me.
You're very unclear.
You're not listening to me.
No, I'm
you weren't
sorry.
listening. You were too busy watching your phone and looking at your nails.
Everybody out there, was he not unclear? He said the last of our podcast.
No, we'll listen back to that.
Till August.
No, we'll listen back to that and then you can go,
No, I'm not listening. I'm not.
Well, that's the problem. You're not listening. That is the problem. You're asleep now and I win. That's it. Childish. So childish. Welcome, folks, to another episode of this crazy Mad Hatter lunacy Mad podcast, where we talk shit, speak
all the
shit,
time.
We rehearse shit, we recite shit, we talk
recycle it as well.
Yeah, we recycle it. Yeah, from both ends.
God,
yeah. So what's been happening? What's been happening? Do we have any pop dates? People want to know about the Elton.
The Elton is. He went out on a sleepover last night. He went.
Wow.
Yeah, he went to see Camilla, his buddy, and she let him sleep in the bed yesterday, and
wow.
Yeah, and fussed on him and all the rest of it, and returned him today.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was quite cute.
So he had a sleepover. My God, he's becoming a celebrity dog, isn't he?
He's
the
very
celebrity
spoiled.
pooch.
Yeah, he's very spoiled.
He is very spoiled, I have to say.
Yep.
My good Lord above. And now he's back being the king, the mini king in the house.
Yeah, he's
There was supposed to be like a 9-month transition, wasn't there? Where he would were the dethroning of Rafa, the current king.
Rafa will be my king, okay?
Your king. But that happened within 9 days, didn't it really? The whole thing.
That's because you just booted poor Rafa out. I mean...
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't. Elton just took over the throne.
No, you put him there. He was too small to get up there.
No, he wasn't.
For God's sakes.
No, I came in there, I saw him.
2 feet. How can a little thing like that jump 2 feet?
That's what I thought. I was astonished.
Oh, God. Can you listen to this man, guys? Come on.
I was astonished when I saw him on the throne.
Jeez.
Okay. Unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know why I even do this podcast with you. I'm only doing it for the people who listen. But you know what? I don't know why I do it. You drive me stir crazy.
Sorry, you repeat that? I wasn't listening.
No. Today was my day off as well.
Yeah?
I did 1.5 hours of yoga. And I was just watching the news, the crime, and I was just chilling out. And then I remembered, oh God, I have to meet Tom again today.
Yeah. So with your day off, you do yoga on your day off, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not really a day off then, is it?
No, it is. It's very relaxing. Okay. It's stretching.
You don't say that when you come in. You said, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm tired now.
I never said that.
Yeah. Liar.
I never said that.
Liar. Pants and fire. I see smoke.
Oh my God.
I see smoke.
God, you need to get a life.
Yeah, where do I buy one of those?
I don't know.
Yeah, Littles?
Yeah, I guess so.
Griddles. Yes, folks, it's a bank holiday weekend. And I hope you're all doing something very nice. But the weather isn't great.
Well, yeah, there's don't forget there's a match on, a final. But
That's the Champions League final.
Shit,
That's the month after. That's the month after.
Oh, okay.
That's the month after. Yeah, you're thinking too far ahead.
I try.
Or is it this weekend? Maybe it is. Is it?
I don't know.
Maybe it is. Who knows? I don't care. I don't really give one. It could be well on this weekend, yeah. And I know there's another final on the week after because Paul's going. Chelsea are playing.
That's in Poland. Yeah.
Wrocław. Yeah, I know. So, listen, we got our articles today, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we have. We've got 2 articles to read from. And we've done our summaries today because you suggested going back to a summary.
I think it is.
So we used AI to do them for our podcast summaries.
Yeah,
it seems to be better.
I think so.
Yeah, it is. So what's the title of your one you have?
The one I'm doing is called The Hidden Link Between Mental Health and Chronic Pain.
Ooh, and mine is Exploring Mindfulness-Based Cognitive Therapy, MBCT for Depression.
Oh, mine said, sorry, I made a mistake there. It was chronic pain in the arse, it was, yeah.
That's yourself. You're talking about yourself again. You're always talking about yourself.
No, it said chronic pain in the arse, Thomas Maher.
No,
that was it, yeah.
You're talking about yourself again. Stop talking about yourself, Indiraa. We've spoke about this. It's not good.
Sorry, Tommy.
Yeah, you better be sorry. I forgive you. Right, and we got our dee. A whistleblower.
What if we never in this lifetime get to see an alien? What are we going to do?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. What can we do?
I mean, you've put all your hopes into meeting some alien somewhere.
Not meeting. I'm talking about disclosure. I know they're out there. I just want the governments to admit to it and show us what they've got.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, he gets very verbal about this. Have you noticed people?
Emotional about it.
He's very verbal.
Yeah.
Do you not think so?
Well, verbal is one thing, but verbal diarrhea now we know it's a different thing altogether, ain't it?
You're good at that one too.
Yeah, no, you are. You got gold award for Presenter of the Year for that.
No.
You did, yeah.
That was radio interviewing.
Yeah.
God,
You don't have to talk shite, you don't. So anyway, whistleblower claims Pentagon has secret UFO program. Has personally seen.
I've always known that.
Evidence. Yes.
I've always known that.
You've always known it, have you?
Yep.
Wow. Anyway, I'm going to take it away. Is that okay?
Yeah,
because then you do yours and I'll do the dee.
I'm going to have a sip of my coffee anyway.
Yeah, do that, yeah. Okay. In this
you hear a slurp, it's me, sorry.
Don't interrupt me again now.
Sorry.
You hear a punch.
Okay.
In this episode, we delve into the promising realm of mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, MBCT, as a potential aid for individuals grappling with depression, especially those who haven't found relief through traditional treatments. Understanding MBCT. MBCT is an 8-week structured program that marries the principles of cognitive behavioral therapy with mindfulness practices. Participants engage in sessions that focus on meditation, body awareness, and learning to observe thoughts without judgment. The goal is to help individuals recognize and disengage from negative thought patterns that can lead to depressive episodes. Recent findings. A recent study published in the Lancet Psychiatry, the Lancet is the gold standard for publications, highlighted the efficacy of MBCT for individuals with treatment-resistant depression. The study involved 234 participants who underwent MBCT sessions via video conference. Results indicated significant improvements in depressive and anxiety symptoms, as well as overall mental well-being. Notably, these benefits persisted for at least 6 months post-intervention. Wow, that's something.
That is very good.
Yeah, that is something. For 6 months, wow. Mechanisms at play. MBCT appears to influence brain circuits involved in emotional regulation by enhancing activity in areas responsible for attention and reducing dominance of the brain's default mode network associated with rumination. MBCT helps individuals develop a healthier relationship with their thoughts and emotions. Complementary approach. It is important to note that MBCT is not a standalone cure, but can be a valuable complement to existing treatments. In the aforementioned study, 70% of participants were concurrently using antidepressants. MBCT offers a non-pharmacological avenue that can enhance the effectiveness of traditional therapies. Cautions and considerations. While MBCT shows promise, it's essential to approach it understand professional guidance. Experts caution against the indiscriminate use of mindfulness techniques outside structured clinical settings, as improper application may not yield the desired benefits and could potentially exacerbate symptoms. Conclusion: MBCT emerges as a hopeful strategy for those seeking alternative or supplementary treatments for depression. Its structured approach, focusing on mindfulness and cognitive awareness, offers a pathway to improve mental health for individuals who have struggled with traditional therapies. Wow. So on that one, stay tuned for more high insights into innovative mental health treatments in our upcoming episodes. This is very interesting because these two treatments, mindfulness and CBT, cognitive therapy, obviously have been standalone treatments, but they've combined it now to MBCT to make this one unique one treatment. Obviously, a lot of people are combining with antidepressants, but it seems very, very effective. I read the full article into the study deeper, but yeah, I mean, cognitive behavioural therapy is very intense on its own, can be over 3-6 months
I believe so.
of treatment, and it's very, very intense. Some people find it very difficult to undergo, to stick with it, because it is quite intense and it's quite enduring. You need a lot of patience and stamina for it.
Yeah.
But now, obviously, what they've done is just taken, the best parts of CBT and combined it with mindfulness and made it a much more easier program to follow. Because mindfulness, obviously, if you've done meditation, you've done mindfulness, haven't you? Meditation?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so I mean, just say 10-15 minutes a day of mindfulness is really, really, it's a powerful and effective.
I told you I'd gone to the Buddhist monastery day before yesterday, and it's where you get in touch with yourself, really. And it's amazing because I don't know what's changed in me, but in the last few months, apart from obviously not drinking, what's changed in me is actually being very comfortable in life itself and more laid back about everything and looking at everything more than half full than anywhere near empty. And I just, every time I have a thought that is hurtful or worrying me, I just think of the flip side of it. Yeah. What would I do without this person, or what would I, or it's an eye-opener, because I think it's important that something works for you, whatever it is. In this case, this may work for somebody, something else may work, but I do believe that just introspection and finding yourself is one of the best.
Well, I think once you find yourself, you tend to find what's wrong anyway. It's a lot of people don't understand why they have depression or anxiety. Yeah. So the introspection is very, very important for that. I think mindfulness and yoga and meditation, whatever forms of meditation you do, they all boil back to the same thing: being with yourself, being present, introspection, and
the
challenging
world
yourself.
Different.
Of course,
everything is different. It's almost like I've woken up again. It's I don't know if any of you listening in would understand what I have to say, but I'd like to share this with you. And I will share a thought with you after I finish my reading today. But I will talk about something that's been like a complete awakening for me. And so, but before that, I'll do this one, which is interesting as well: the hidden link between mental health and chronic pain. And why I find this very good is Tom picks some very appropriate things, because I'm on the final chapter. I look at it as my life. And I find what I took for granted physically, now when I have physical pain, I realized when I read this article, it's a two-way street. And I am trying really hard to work on everything. So my mental, and that in turn, results in slightly better physical condition and physical condition on mental. So on that note, a groundbreaking study from the University College of London has revealed a surprising connection between mental health and chronic pain. Researchers analyzed 21 years of data over 7,300 adults aged 50 and above, that means me, as obviously, in England. They discovered that individuals who eventually developed chronic pain, such as back, knee, hip pain, had reportedly higher levels of depression and loneliness years before the onset of their physical symptoms. This is so good for me. I can't tell you this article. This finding shifts our understanding of chronic pain. Traditionally viewed as a purely physical ailment, this study suggests that mental health challenges like depression, loneliness may precede the potential contribute to the development of chronic pain. Dr. Michaela Bloomberg, the study leader, author, explains that these mental health issues can induce stress, leading to an increased inflammation and heightened pain sensitivity. This underscores the importance of early mental health interventions as potential strategy to prevent or mitigate chronic pain. The research also highlights individuals with lower education levels and income are more susceptible to pointing to the need of targeted support in these communities. The study emphasizes the intricate link between our mental and physical health. Addressing mental health issues early could be crucial step in preventing chronic pain later in life. So, why I did talk about I'm very pleased you gave me this article today because when I was in my in 7, 8, 9, 10, we moved to England and I suffered a lot with joint pains and they eventually diagnosed it at child rheumatism, which was very rare. But I was also very depressed because I was pulled out of India and brought here, and I was very. Yeah. It was during the 60s and there was a lot of racial discrimination here. And even though I went to a private school, it was in fact all the more prominent because these were people from good, families who were taught that you don't have to be with Indians or things like that. And I developed chronic pain in my knees, my back, my everything, and they eventually diagnosed it as rheumatism for children. Yeah. And later on in my 20s, when I had other issues again, I started suffering from pains in my stomach and stuff like that also. But if I'd been aware that maybe one was leading to the other and one was actually before the other, maybe I wouldn't have suffered from the depression or vice versa.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Well, there's a huge correlation between inflammation and depression anyway. There's a massive link between
But when you look at it the other way around as well, it's I wanted to bring up something which is strange because when you turn the switch, everyone talked about flipping the switch and how people change. When you flip that switch in your head where you look at life in a nicer way. I saw it in my eldest sister when I was away in Portugal, that she's completely changed. It's unreal. And I didn't know what had happened. And then suddenly I seemed to have flipped the switch. And as you regular listeners would know, I have a mortal fear of losing the people close to me. And I was talking to my friend Andrea, who's a therapist, and he said, I was talking to her at the monastery, and we just finished a session in the monastery of chanting and all the rest of it, and came out, and we were sitting down and looking at the beautiful wisteria and everything, and I said, all this time I've thought that if something happens to the people close to me, which is obviously Rajiv, you and Paul, if something happened to them before me, I would die. And I said, it's taken me all this time to know I won't die. I will still be alive. And I just have to get the right things in place to be still able to function in a normal world and just accept that has happened. But obviously I've always wanted to be the one to go first, but I thought that of my mum, but I didn't go before her. I thought of Joey, I didn't go before him. So if, God forbid, anything happens, and inevitably we all have to go, I have to put in place the instruments I need to live my life the way I'm leading it now.
Yes, of course.
Peace with myself. And I think that's important. If anyone sort of can are on the same page as me, it'll be interesting to know how you feel about this, you know? So I thought I'd share that. And Andy said to me, she said, you know what? I have never heard you say that, ever. And she said, through all your struggles in life, I've never heard you say that. And she said, I said, Andy, I said it to you because you're living for your mum now. And you're going to come to a point where you won't know what to do because she is 94.
Yeah.
And I said, you need to get on with your life now. So she also has peace of mind to know that you are getting on with your life. It's important.
Well, everyone's got a life to live. And we all have to live our lives no matter what.
And then you won't be in that, if you put that in place and accept it, you will not be in half the state I was in. And my mother died. If you keep everything in order, if I just accepted, my parents and Joey are going to go before me, maybe, possibly, because they were so much older, I would probably have had the instruments in place to keep myself sane.
The mental tools, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think because a lot of the changes that you talk about within yourself is because you've taken a bit more of a spiritual path in your life. I always believe, I've seen it, anyone who takes on a spiritual role in their life and follows that path tends to think like that. Because you notice something more than this life, that it's not finality. It's just a transitioning from the physical body to another life.
Yeah.
And we're all going to get there eventually. It's our turn.
It's
not an end, actually.
No.
It's actually a transition.
It actually makes you feel more ready to look at everything so much better.
Of course.
You know?
What's there to be sad about leaving this life, leaving this body and going on to something eternally full of bliss?
Yeah.
I mean, given the choice, if you could all do it now, we'd all probably go together and do it. And why wait till do it? You know, if we knew what was there, we could feel it. But, you know, that is what's ultimately waiting for us, is eternal bliss. Being with the people and...
Nirvana.
Everything that we love. Our pets, our people, our friends, family, everyone. All there with us for eternally. No pain, no depression, no anxiety, no suffering,
Nothing,
no anger, no jealousy.
Just the souls of all the people we've loved all together, united.
It's only all goodness. So that's why you're feeling that way, because you're taking up that path in life. You're following that path in life, which you've always had it in you, but now you're taking it more seriously.
Well, the thing is, in my religion, which I do follow, we take the souls and the mind and intellect will all possibly unite. If you need, when you move from your bodies to whatever, one to the other, I believe in reincarnation, obviously, and eventually nirvana, finding all this around us. Whatever time it takes, or however many lives, as Buddha said, as many as the trees and the peepal tree, and those keep falling and new ones come. But whatever it is, when we do find that possible mindset, I think it's on this world, in this life. You just find it. You have to find it in this life. Is find that peace, or you'll never be at peace.
Well, you have to look at it as you've got one life to live and live it. That's how you have to look at it.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to not seeing you in the next one.
I won't be there.
Oh no, my baby!
There's no place for me there. Sorry.
Oh, stop it!
I've already been told that. Yeah, I'm going somewhere else.
Where are you going? Down south?
Yeah, I'm going down south.
No, you're not.
I am, yeah.
You're not. You're going to be in Mama's arms forever.
Oh.
I'm going to hold you tight forever.
Oh.
Yes, you are, man.
The hand in the sand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, we'll all be there eventually.
God, this is a strange one.
That's what we
today.
Of course, I mean, this is what we all aspire to. I mean, that's what our belief system is. That's what I always say to people about faith and religion. They're two different. People think it's the same thing. It's a completely different thing.
No.
Religions are man-made. I mean, I can make up religion tomorrow and get people to follow it. But faith is a simple one thing. We believe in something more. And that is it. Faith is the most important thing. You have to have faith.
You've got to have faith.
Yep.
You gotta have faith.
Baby! Yoo-hoo! Is it time for the...
You know we are insane, I hope you know.
Are we now?
Yeah.
I think it's my time to waffle on a bit more, isn't it?
Yep.
Do you like waffling on?
I love you. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Right, let's have a listen to our whistleblower, Billicky Bob. My thing loads up. Oh no, there's no internet. Oh, there is internet, yeah, I got it. Here it isn't. Whistleblower claims Pentagon's secret UFO program has personally seen a video of a flying disc. It's probably his wife throwing it at him in the kitchen. UFO whistleblower Matthew Brown, who authored the Immaculate Constellation report that was submitted to Congress a few months ago, says the Pentagon has a secret program that collects and compiles images and videos of UFOs. He knows this, he claims, because he has personally seen some of this visual evidence.
He knows it.
He knows it by... Yeah. According to other whistleblowers, this secret Pentagon UFO data retrieval program has been hidden from congressional oversight since 2017. It is, according to one government source, known as Unacknowledged Special Access Program, or USAP. Brown recently spoke to the Weaponized podcast about what he knows from his days working as a Department of Defense and State Department analyst. In describing one video of a flying disc to Weaponized, Matthew Brown tells the show's host Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp that the UFO that he saw footage of floats into the frame, but then appears to be startled and tries to maneuver out of camera range. I've actually seen this video. It's incredible, and it was shot off. A US battleship.
Oh my God!
So it's genuine. It's genuine. I've seen this. What do you mean?
Did
it looks startled?
we see it together?
I don't know. I don't know if you've seen this one, but I will show it to you. It's incredible. What do you mean it looks startled? What does that mean, Corbell asked Brown. It's just looking at an area over the ocean, Brown replied. This thing just comes trundling along from underneath the cloud cover. It comes up and then right when it's almost centre frame, it scoots off to the side and tries to get out of being observed. While Brown did not share the video with Weaponized, Corbell told Elizabeth Vargas Reports that he too has seen it. I've seen it a long time ago, way before I ever met Matthew, Corbell said. That is a piece of footage that, within the intelligence community, if they have access to the servers, is kind of famous. Matthew Brown also told Weaponized that based on what he has witnessed, there have been UFOs on Earth for most recorded history, and that they're both just as powerful as we think, but also less. He also said at one point in the interview, I've seen videos and read reports of engagements, but not like we're not shooting them, but engagements where we are trying to intercept something. Read lots of reports on that from other countries, as well as trying to intercept these things. Each report will have its own shape and what they're chasing. There's an example in there off the east coast of what would be classed as engagement, where we're up there protecting our airspace and encountering these things and interacting with them in a way that we would consider hostile. If it was anything else, if we had a Russian bomber patrol that had a fighter escort and they tried to box out our fighters, force them down from the jet wash, that would be a hostile engagement. But for whatever reason, we're not describing it that way internally. The full interview with Matthew Brown, Weaponized, can be viewed below. I've seen the interview, absolutely phenomenal. Corbell and Knapp, obviously two famous UFO reporters, been there for years, researchers. But yeah, absolutely phenomenal. I've seen that video. It is genuine.
Wow.
As he describes it, this thing comes down from the cloud. It's huge, bigger than a football pitch. It's huge, comes down and just hovers above the sea, and then realises there's a Navy ship out there looking at it.
I'm sure we've seen this together, I promise you.
And it just moves to one side. No, it just moves to one side, sideways, as if to move out of the way of the camera. It's odd, but it's fascinating.
I'm sure we've seen this, I don't know why.
Fascinating. It really
Maybe
is
I was on
fascinating.
that ship.
Maybe you were in the spacecraft yourself and you moved it sideways, did ya? You mooched it sideways.
I'm sorry.
Did you mooch it sideways?
I mooched it sideways, yeah.
You mooched it sideways.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be a bank holiday for everybody. It's only in the UK, I think, and maybe Scotland. But for all our friends in Ireland...
No, it's Labour Day in America.
I couldn't give monkeys about Labour Day. Yeah?
Well,
Are you in Labour?
No.
No, either am I. So I don't give one. But I'm just saying it before you rudely interrupted me, that our friends in Ireland don't have this bank holiday.
I'm sorry on my friends in Ireland. Ireland.
Yes?
Yeah.
Go on. I was listening to
standing tall, shoulder to shoulder, to answer Ireland's call. Whoa.
Way! I think on that note, folks, we're going to leave it at that. For myself and the wonderful Indiraa, the mooch herself, wishing you all a very happy bank holiday and Labour Day and intensive Labour Day and non-Labour Day and whatever day it is and however you want to...
C-section day.
Yeah, exactly. However you want to spend your magical weekend, whether it's a bank holiday or not, we hope you have a good one and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Well, folks, on that note, that's where we're going to leave it for today. Hope you've enjoyed the show as much as we have, and we look forward to bringing you more of the latest news and hot topics surrounding mental health on our next show. Remember, new episodes of the Mad Podcast drop every Sunday at 6 p.m. Episodes are available to listen to on Spotify, Apple Music, and of course, the Musicians Against Depression website, an online toolbox that contains a wealth of information, essential reading and links relating to mental health. As always, if you or someone you know would like to join the conversation, either in studio or remotely, email us at musiciansagainstdepression@gmail.com or visit the MAD website at www.musiciansagainstdepression.uk for further info. All links, including social media, are provided in the show notes. And remember, no problem in life is insurmountable, and help is just a conversation away. Until the next time, from myself and the wonderful Indiraa,
Take care.